How's it going, everyone? Daniel here. It's time to review Tyrant Season 3, Episode 7, titled Bedfellows. Spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. Should take me about 2 minutes to recap and give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks again for joining me, man. And this season, man, from the beginning of Tyrant Season 3, honestly, so much has happened. Literally within the first 5 episodes, so much was packed in where it's almost like that's a whole season fill right there. But with, I remember Season 3 premiere, they were doing this whole political running for president, and Barry wasn't going to be president for long, and then I was like, oh, that's going to be stupid. But actually, 7 episodes down the road, it's very interesting on who is going to, run Abu Din after Bassam ends up leaving, or even if he ends up leaving and maybe he'll end up staying. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure he will leave. But so much interesting things, man. So let's get right on to it. We have a bunch of interesting things to talk about on what happened during this episode. Some disappointing things, some really cool things. So let's get right on to it. First off, for Bedfellows, which is kind of a weird name, but we'll go along with it. Barry sees Emma. He's having nightmares and everything. He's seen his daughter, but not nightmares where I guess like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? He's more like, baby, let me sleep, like he's seen his dead daughter, and it's almost like once he finds the killer, once he kills Rashid for, killing his daughter, that's when he could have his peace. So that's happening, and he's very angry when he wakes up, and there's 2 months till the election for the president of Abu Din, or ambassador. And Rashid comes, basically, I wrote that, Rashid comes, I saw this episode 5 days ago, don't blame me, again, with sex on FX, basically Rashid, and it was pretty unsettling, I guess. It was weirder than porn, because my TV was up and everything, and I was just like, fuck, I have to like lower the volume and everything, and then put it back up after that scene. So I was like, come on, FX. Already get enough of that with American Horror Story and The Americans and Sons of Anarchy. Can you guys stop with the whole sex stuff and everything? I mean, come on. Anyway, so they're going to get married. Rashid's going to get married, so congratulations, Ihab Rashid. Barry knows the exact location of where Rashid is, so that's when he's going to make his move. He's going to strike. He's going to attack the Viper's Nest. So anyway, that happens. This teacher, the teacher's blogged out. Of course, I don't remember the guy's name, but that's Sam's lover, I guess we could call him. Sam's ex-lover now. The teacher, he's blogged out. He's making excuses and everything. He's already been warned by the government, and the he's called a liar and all that. So the wedding goes on, and Sam fucks with the teacher, like as in like he fucks up, like he ruined everything. Teacher, we end up meeting his wife and his little baby. Sam is just it's over. I mean, basically, the teacher's gonna move to another place, and I even think it's a worse situation of a worse area that he's moving to. So anyway, there's this explosion that happens at Rashid's wedding, and the main guy, I believe his name is, I may be wrong about this, is it Shai? I totally don't remember, but the main man who is there, the man who like kind of helped Rashid get into his power where he's at, the explosion goes off. He goes to go grab a pin. I was thinking that he was going to turn his back on Rashid and kill him and his wife, or his soon-to-be wife. I thought that was like, oh, the pin's dry, I'm going to go get a new pin, and then the guards were going to go and turn up on them and kill his people and all that. Like, I thought that's what was going to happen, but an explosion occurs, and it's all hell from there, man. It's a big explosion, rubble everywhere, everyone's screaming. So basically, I said Rashid's boss ends up dying. Cogswell kills this guy by accident because he's the person that was taking photos like 2 episodes ago of Layla and Cogswell. So he was like basically blackmailing them in a way, but he's just the guy that took the photos, and Cogswell goes after him. He ends up accidentally killing him, I guess you could say, when he throws him on the ground and his neck's broken, but he like fell probably wrong. So that's there. Kalima is called a whore because she was seen with her man walking in public, and like all this stuff there. And I know it's, Abu Din's not even real, but I mean the whole Middle Eastern, the whole law and stuff like that. But I don't understand why they call her. This girl was like, whore. That was literally what the girl said. She was like, whore. But I'm thinking to myself, wouldn't it be more slutty than whore? I mean, it's a different term of like, more like say slut than whore. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. I mean, but still, everyone was dogging on Kalima and everything, and Halima, excuse me, and they were all hating on her and everything just because of that small incident. And have you no shame? And of course, it's different. I mean, I understand every culture is different and stuff. Honestly, I understand. But poor girl, man. I mean, Halima didn't deserve. The guy was totally. She had her own rally. She was about to speak and everything. She does that often in the show where she talks to people, and then all of a sudden it gets messed up by this douche of a guy that's like, "You were with a boy," or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, what's it go? Snitches get stitches, so you're gonna get some stitches later up. Layla and Al-Qadi, or Al-Qada, I can't remember his name right, but Layla and Al-Qada, I'll say Al-Qada or Al-Qaeda, join forces, Al-Qada, I believe, join forces for, being the next ambassador and stuff. So she tells Barry about Ahmed, and Ahmed ends up getting close to Barry at the end, and they know, and they're kind of hugging it out there as well. Layla is winning the polls to be the next president of Abu Dhabi. So what did I think about this episode overall, ladies and gentlemen? First off, with the pros, I thought Adam Rayner plays Barry Bassam, he plays him in the show. He is fantastic in this show, man. There was that one part where I believe he's talking to Layla, and, he was like, "You went behind my back and talk to Al-Qada, or Al-Qada, I'll say Al-Qada for safer. Al-Qada, you talk to him behind my back, the man that knows where the killer of my daughter is," and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, all that, and he went intense on her. The way the dialogue was, he was, yelling, and you felt the anger within him, and I thought that was just well done with his reaction to that situation. The explosion as well, now, I thought it was kind of weird that it was just one explosion, but it was a big explosion. But although that whole scene there, because I literally thought, like I said, they were going to kill with machine guns or something and kill Rashid and his wife, but the explosion happened, so I thought it was kind of weird, like, how did they get that bomb in there, and, how, when, what, all the whole factors of that, they never really explained it, but hey, I mean, the explosion worked for me. The wedding as well, Rashid was coming out, and he was like, dancing and stuff. I look like a fool doing it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was literally laughing, not laughing like, look at him, but I was like, this is different. He's like smiling, he has a knife and everything. And I remember in the promo last week, the way that they showed this episode in the promo literally looked like they were promoting a little mini movie. And the way that it's filmed, there is this one shot where Barry Bassam is talking to all the soldiers, and he really doesn't get to talk to them that much. Cogswell and them end up talking to the generals and on top, but there's like jets everywhere, and there's soldiers in line ready to go to war. That was a beautiful shot. That is the money shot of the Tyrant episode this week. As well, the girl paid the guy to blackmail. We find out of Layla. Cogswell, the guy he killed, well, the girl that Layla's staying with, was it her sister, or was it somebody else? It's one of the people that's like helping her with her election and stuff. She blackmailed basically Layla and paid the guy to take photos and stuff in order to scare her a little bit. So that little twist of events there was kind of like, I didn't see that one coming actually. So that one was a little there. As well as Ahmed finally getting acknowledged. Thank God he has a little bit of acknowledgement, and finally hopefully he'll have something more to do in the show, because Barry and Ahmed, man, it's kind of, Sam has a brother now instead of whatever you call it, a cousin or something. Now he has a brother, so that's something new, man. So we could see that go down, and they could hang out a little bit more and stuff, and actually be a family. Sucks that Emma's gone, and then Molly comes back next week, so we'll see what goes on there. The cons for this episode, the stuff that I did not like, man. Again, every single week there's always something of a sex scene, and I'm sure the Strain is going to have a sex scene too. It's just, I'm tired of FX always doing it, and they go all out and the butt all the time, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like for no reason really. You don't have to show us that they're being lovers, you don't really have to show us. I'm not asking for that, you know what I mean? Like, I could go on and you could just hint that they had sex and have them in the bed instead of, actually showing, and it's just basically saying, hey, we're FX and we're able to do this, so here we go. You know what I'm saying? As well, the way that the guy died when the explosion happened and he was still alive afterwards, like, the way where he was where he was at when it exploded, most likely he should have been dead. He shouldn't have survived that explosion, or most likely he would have been burned horribly, like very badly, but yet he wasn't burned very badly. So I'm just saying, technically he was like there and he dying slowly and stuff. I just kind of thought that it would have been better if he just would have exploded and died instantly, and that would have been a little bit more of an intense little thing going on. As well, the guy died from Cogswell. That was something as well. Like, the guy just ended up dying. Cogswell didn't mean to kill him. Again, I'm not a big fan of Cogswell at all, and the whole Layla situation. Why does everybody in this story have to have a love interest? There's no need to have a love interest, really, for every single character. Slow-paced. Another slow-paced episode where it wasn't horribly paced, you know, like there were a few good scenes and a few awesome scenes. But other than that, I mean, I like the Halima scenes. I thought the Halima scenes were strong, as well as was it Fuzzy, when he comes in and, you know, Barry ends up saying, like, get out or whatever, like, I don't have time for your, you know, get out, boy, I don't have no time for your ignorance, obsolete, delete, you know, all that stuff there. I literally was like, damn, Barry going high, he has the balls of steel and everything, he wants him out. So that was some fun stuff about the episode again. So overall, I'm giving this Tyrant episode season 3, episode 7 already, season 3, baby. We need a season 4. Where's that? Every other show's getting renewed, and yet Tyrant's just sitting there. So I need my season 4 to come. Where is the season 4 confirmation? For this episode alone, guys, I'm giving it a solid B, which is a good episode. It was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. Definitely disappointing factors. They're still dragging on the Sam storyline. They're still doing this. They're still doing that. But overall, the election and the polls, and actually Layla's winning. I was kind of hoping Fozzie would be winning. No, but I guess we'll. Hopefully, I don't want Layla to win. I love Layla and everything. She's beautiful and stuff. But I want Fozzie to win, dude. He can run the country, man. Not that Layla's a girl or anything. I don't care about that. It's just Fozzie. He deserves more than just getting yelled at, and you know, he'll be a good leader. So, comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode, man. Who do you think will win? Fozzie, Layla? Who do you think is going to end up winning the election at the end, or will Bassam stay president of the country? If you enjoyed this review, guys, hopefully make sure you hit that like button. I really would appreciate that. And hit that subscribe button. My road to 500 subscribers. Yes, small, but I'm on the road to 500, man. So if you could hit that subscribe button, I would very much appreciate it. I'll see you next week for more Tyrant. Until next time, share this with your friends. Bye-bye.